Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 where we're gonna be playing chapter 1. Confusing? Maybe.
Chapter 2. Chapter 1. Yeah, I'm already confused.
Anyway, do you notice something wrong here?
Wait, why is Maine part of Canada in that map?
Why are we flying that way? We're like taking a long way.
Wait, you're going from East Coast US to Japan and then all the way to where the fuck is this? Fucking Russia?
Why?
Cheap flights.
Just why?
Cheap flights. It's probably cheaper.
This is a geographical nightmare.
It's probably cheaper.
Bayonetta can basically make
and also,
herself
it would not
invisible
surprise me
by
if
going to
Enzo
Purgatory.
was the one who set this up.
And you're taking a train from Russia to France or something.
Bayonetta can freely move in and out of Purgatory when nobody's able to see her. She can sneak on a plane.
And a
It would
train.
not. It would not surprise me if Enzo set this up, knowing
Yeah.
what a cheap bastard he is.
Well, in Bayonetta 2, Enzo just straight up has a plane.
Yeah.
So,
The cheap ass.
I don't know.
And yeah, she is in Purgatory. She is in Purgatory, so she snuck on the train. So I don't understand why you were saying that she should have. She does that.
Yeah. So why not just get on the... Why not just get on the plane? You're...
All we had to do was follow the damn train, Bayonetta.
I mean,
I like how we just have a random anime-esque cartoon that just pops up and just does just for the title screen, just as she walked out of her seat.
Yeah.
I forget.
Being perfectly honest, the one thing that I really dislike about this is that it gets interrupted by, like, guy talking. I want to see what I want to see where the whole thing would have gone to.
I forget. Did Bayonetta ever get an anime spinoff?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a spin-off.
was-
It's a retelling of the story of
Okay,
Bayonetta 1.
okay, not a reboot or whatever the frick.
Yeah, Bloody Fate.
I'm
okay.
not sure if the anime
Cool.
came out first or after the game came out.
The game came before the anime.
Okay.
It's one of those rare instances where the video game would come first and then be adapted into another medium.
Yeah. So anyway, as you can see, the civilians are see-through, and that's because they're in the real world and Bayonetta is in Purgatory. Also,
We're in.
say hello to one of the most weird-ass, stupid-ass hidden secrets of the game.
The crafting system. It's not that weird and stupid.
No, I'm not talking about the
the-
crafting system. I'm talking about what you need to do to get this.
The first witch heart.
Yeah,
No, that makes
you
sense.
have to
Okay,
you
yeah,
have to
no.
move on top of this platform, destroy every bench, and then when the train is blowing its horn, announcing it's leaving or departing, you need to get on top of the train.
Yeah.
Why? Like, who thought of doing this without a guide?
Ew.
That's
Unless
not
you had-
ill.
Unless you somehow had, I was gonna say Nintendo Power, but this game wasn't licensed by Nintendo by the time this. Anyway, yeah, no, Nintendo Power wasn't a thing for this game.
But luckily, there's plenty of game FAQ articles you can go through. There's also a bunch of guides on other sites, including one on Steam itself. There was one guide I consistently kept using. The thing is, I'm not actually going to link it because I don't like how this guide has been written. It is basically reliant on a lot of insulting kind of humor. It's a kind of guide that says stuff like, if you miss this one, you must be blind. And it also just
I
straight
hate
up...
those types of guys.
What the fuck? That's so
I hate those types of
insulting.
guys. Those I hate those types of guys that just have to add in like snarky flavor text during them. It's like, don't do that. Just give me a guide.
Yeah.
Just tell me what I need to do. Don't insult me for not following it your specific way. Like, come on.
Because being honest, I didn't even use the guide because I needed the guide. It was more of a checklist. Because I knew where most of the stuff was. I just need to make sure that I didn't forget any of it. And to top it all off, this guide also referred to one of to like killing one of the bosses as, well, for the sake of not being offensive, I'm not going to say what the guide actually referred it as. Just know
I'm going
that,
to ask in our chat. Just say yes or no.
Chat. This is YouTube. But anyway,
Yes.
yeah.
Our chat, Mega.
No, it's,
yes,
it's comments.
it was that.
Yeah, don't fucking do that.
No,
Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that. No, that makes me just not want to see you as an FAQ writer.
Well, it wasn't.
Or any writer
okay,
for that matter.
It wasn't. This one in particular wasn't FAQ. This one was a Steam guide.
Steam should have caught that and should have taken that down. They really should have.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised they didn't replace the text with hearts.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like, no,
that's
don't do
something
that.
Steam
Don't do that.
does for a lot of those.
Also,
things.
interesting note about Bloody Fate.
Yeah.
It is the first time that the cast has been that the Bayonetta cast has been voiced in Japanese.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Bayonetta 1 never had a Japanese cast.
Damn. So it was just released in like North America and Europe first, and then Japan.
I guess, I don't know. But yeah, no. Bayonetta 2 is the first time that the series had Japanese voice acting in a game.
That's surprising, actually.
Yeah, that's quite odd.
Also, now that I've said that, I will be right back. So
boy.
enjoy these two. So the rest of you guys can enjoy these two just talking.
So anyway, do you want to see one of the more one of the many bullshit attempts of hiding an Alphian portal in this game?
I'm sure. Yeah. What?
It only appears after you trigger that portal, and once you the platform, and when you step on the platform, there's no way to return to this area. But you need to return to this area in particular, because now all of a sudden there is a portal. This is the first Alphian portal.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like for the first one, they should have just put it in plain sight to make players realize, oh shit, this is a thing.
Yep, it's one of those games where they just hide the good shit behind like arbitrary goals to make you replay the stage over and over for like so many times just to get it right.
Yeah. Now the Alphian portals themselves are really inconsistent in difficulty. I already mentioned this before, but I end up with about 600 gigabytes of footage.
Yeah. I imagine you had to like edit this so freaking much to the point where you had to get the correct one.
There was
the one where
there was one portal in particular where, I kid you not, I spent above 1.5 hours succeeding in it.
Damn. God damn.
Yeah. To be fair, I kind of feel like there was a way to do it more efficient. But that relied on me using that guide I mentioned before, and the less information I got from that, the better.
You're better off watching a YouTube walkthrough than looking at like than that game fact that would just insult people for no reason.
It wasn't a game FAQ. It was a Steam guide.
It's same thing, same difference.
No, the fuck it ain't.
Look. There are two areas that give you like give you information on how to beat the game 100%. right? So there's the GameFAQs one, and then there's the Steam one. And you mentioned the Steam one many times, and I keep mentioning the GameFAQs one, thinking that it was the GameFAQs one, but it actually wasn't. It's the Steam one. The point is, they're both they both give you they both provide the same like purpose. So there's really no difference on that front.
I mean, I guess there's probably like, I mean, IGN has some guides, but you know, whether or not they're believable, I'll leave that up to interpretation. It's still IGN, so you know, insert Cuphead GIF.
Can't spell ignorant without them.
Yeah.
I will never stop like making that joke because it will never not be funny.
Neither will I.
But anyway, this is just one of those another one of those instances where you put what am I trying to say? Okay. This game has like a lot of instances of trial and error.
Yeah.
Both in and outside of 100%ing the game.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of excited to play Bayonetta 2 again. But at the same time, like I said, Bayonetta 2 is better in pretty much every way. I just don't find myself returning to it. And I cannot really tell why.
Well, here's a question for you. Are you going to be doing 2 after this? Not directly after this, but like after this.
I haven't decided on it yet. Bayonetta 1 was definitely one of those games that I hold in high regard and is probably on my top 20.
Yeah, fair.
And Bayonetta 2 is just a sequel to Bayonetta. It's bigger, it's bigger, it's better.
And it's uncut.
Well, it's not uncut. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some cut stuff in there.
You know, I was kidding about the yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Also, admittedly, I recently finally watched that movie. Unfortunately, it wasn't on any of the streaming platforms that I am actively subscribed to. So, for the first time in ever, I rented a movie on YouTube.
And how'd that go for you?
It was alright. It was also the first time I used the YouTube app on my TV.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
Yeah, it went alright. And at the very least, I'm glad to finally have watched the movie that debuted one of the best songs of all time.
And which one? There's a bunch of them.
Carl's Mom's a Bitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
fair.
to be fair, Uncle Fucker was pretty good as well, but you will never reach the iconic levels of Carl's Mom's a Bitch. And because
Or blame Canada.
And because of, well, okay, to be fair, you're a Canadian, so you can say that.
Bitch, anyone outside of Canada can say that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Don't call me out on my Canadian heritage.
Man, imagine being Canadian.
Right?
Imagine being from the country of Canada.
Imagine being America's hat.
Still better than America's pants.
Or if you're in Florida, America's, you know.
America's junk. To be fair, that is kind of suitable for Florida.
America's junk. God damn, that's good. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. God damn it. This is why you're funnier than me.
Well, comedy is subjective, but I do try to be the funny guy.
I mean, same.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Anyway, here is the Gates of Hell, Rodan's store.
I thought you were gonna.
Where you can get.
Go ahead.
Where you can get your healing items, recovery items. You can buy certain skills to use, which I'm kind of wondering what is the logic of having that be unlockable here. Also, just to get this out of the way, if you're planning on buying this game, get the air dodge first. It will be so goddamn useful. Like,
yeah, seriously. Like,
the first thing you should buy, just in general, is all the skills. Just all of them. Get them.
yeah, but especially air dodge, because it's the cheapest one.
Yeah, which is why, obviously, I didn't get it.
I mean, do as I say, not as I do, right?
Yeah, there are some moments in this guide that you could be using as a guide, but this is by no means a guide. This is a playthrough, and yeah, there's people out there who can play this game better than I can.
Like me? No, I'm kidding. I'm kind of on the same level.
Have you played this game much?
I've played this I've only played this like a handful of times on Wii U. I don't really own this on PC, though I should.
Yeah,
or Switch. Yeah.
I think the PC version goes on sale quite a bit. Let me check. Let me check SteamDB for a while, if that's still possible.
Anyway,
because I recall something about that site getting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Its lowest. No, wait, that's its current price. Its current price, as of the time of recording, is $5.99 in euros. Let me check to see how much that is.
I think in Canadian it's like 11.
Yeah, according to SteamDB, it's currently $8.99 Canadian dollar.
God damn. Okay, okay, $3 off. Okay, nice.
I don't really know if there's much of a reason to own the Steam version if you already have like any other version. I don't think there's any. There's a big modding scene going on for this game.
Nah. Also, you might have noticed that. Sorry, go ahead.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a mod that changes some of the music that plays when you get some of the LPs and you give them to Rodan. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those LPs is like, I don't know, Never Gonna Give You Up.
Right. That would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Anyway, notice how Victor didn't buy any healing items. That was on purpose. Because using any recovery items, including health pickups, just negates any chance of getting a platinum rank in stages.
Well, I'm not getting a platinum rank anyway, but yeah, I'd rather die than use a healing item. And there's a lot of times when I'm really cutting it close, and I mean really cutting it close.
Like I'm all for a good challenge, but don't make it a requirement for 100%ing it. Don't make it a requirement to get good. Like, seriously?
Yeah. Luckily, there's also...
I hate that shit.
In a lot of the stages, there is fortunately also a lot of healing items hidden, which will not jeopardize your rank. So, yeah.
Really? Like what?
Yeah, well, just regular green items that will recover your health for a bit. I think that a lot of them will happen after fighting a boss. Or, not a boss, after fighting a rather difficult battle.
I'm talking specifically like health pickups from your inventory.
Oh, no, not from your inventory. You may have noticed that I actually picked one up just a second ago.
Yeah, because that was from killing an enemy.
Yeah. Those will not contribute to a lower rank.
Which thank fuck.
Yeah.
Because if that's also what negates any chance of a higher rank, then there would have been no way in hell you would be able to 100% this game with full confidence.
Hey, Nate, no way in Inferno.
It's the same thing. Okay, in this universe it's Inferno, but in the real world. Anyway.
Yeah.
This guy's like a mini boss.
So anyway, because I didn't get the air dodge yet, there's actually a chance that I get swatted like that because I couldn't dodge.
You didn't get air dodge like a silly Billy.
Yeah, I guess my priorities just laid elsewhere.
Clearly.
But luckily, this boss fight should be pretty alright.
I mean, a mini boss fight.
Because it's not like one of those enemies that like flails around the entire time and makes it pretty much impossible for you to dodge because the attacks are like so quickly. Anyway, hi Final Smash.
Seriously.
Also, when I played it the first time, and I'm not going to exactly say what I thought, I always misheard Bayonetta summoning this demon as her saying the phrase that is commonly associated with terrorism.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an oof right there.
I was pretty dank at the time.
I just heard gibberish.
Right.
Oh,
well, then
hey Ben, welcome back.
Well, clearly our ears must work. Yeah. So this was one of those unlockables that the guy was like, "If you didn't see this, you must be blind."
Like for real.
That okay? I understand saying that, but no, that's still just royally douchey to say.
That's also just that's like so rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
don't insult
like
your readers.
Unironically rude, and not like, and that's not me or Ben being sensitive. That's genuine. That is genuinely rude. That nobody else should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also throughout the levels, you might be seeing some crows. These are Umbran Tears of Blood, and you'll have to sneak up to them and press a button right before they fly away. I'm not getting any of them.
And some of them are royally easy to miss, like that one there.
Well, we already fucked up on that.
Yeah. Also, want to guess what I don't like about this fight in particular?
That.
No, I don't
wait.
I don't like how this kind of boss that tends to cower away from the from player. I don't like it when fights like these like run away from you, because it kind of just breaks the pace. As you can see, the health
especially
bar,
if you're marking us down for burst speed.
Yeah, its health bar is already like kind of draining really slowly, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. There are moments where it will do stuff like this, but look at how little damage I'm still able to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. This is just slow as shit.
Yeah, and to be fair, this is the kind of boss fight that you're not meant to win anyway. Because, oh, look at that, I got to a certain point and now a cutscene starts to happen. Oh no, what is that? My mother is calling me. Sorry, I must go. We'll play another time.
I'm pretty sure that thing went to the Prometheus school of running away from things.
And oh no, it was a flashback all along.
Also, fuck CinemaSins. I don't know why I made that joke.
Okay, I also just noticed this, but did you notice how when it went from cutscene to gameplay, all of a sudden her shadow grew the wings? That didn't happen in the cutscene. That's kind of weird.
It's like a cockroach who grew wings.
No, like the wings aren't supposed to be there at all times, so I'm kind of wondering why it didn't occur during the cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ben, I already asked Nate about this, but how many times did you play this game, if you played it before?
The completion or
in general?
Whichever ones counts for you.
I want to say at least maybe 5-ish times, and only actually beaten it once. But I do need to do another playthrough to actually fully get everything. So
Yeah. Because I recall, like, way back in, I want to say 2019, I was doing the Bayonetta games on my Twitch channel, and I wanted to do the multiplayer stuff for Bayonetta 2, and I kind of recruited you for that, but you haven't booted up the game like a single time around that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Ooh, dual shotguns.
and I think that you still haven't.
I still have not started playing 2, no.
Yeah.
Me neither, actually. I've only played the first one.
2 is alright, but let me just say it like this. It's a sequel, but it's not Assassin's Creed 1 to 2 kind of sequel. It's same game with tweaks.
It's more like an expansion to 1.
You're not equipping the roses?
No. During this point of recording, I wasn't really about to show off the weapons you get, but that changes pretty soon. Basically, when I
Good.
recorded the first few sessions, I had a bit of a
Soon
break.
at TM.
I had a bit of a break before I went back to recording. It was only when I noticed I was cutting it kind of close and that I did need to, get some episodes up and ready. Because my workflow isn't really the greatest, and when I'm at the time I was still kind of struggling with my job as a postman, which I kind of temporarily halted. So I had some time on my hands. Yeah. So when I got when I got in the flow, I was able to show off the weapons, and the sword is one I'm definitely using for reasons that I'll get to when we get to that.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel the need to use the Onyx Roses, as they're called, I believe. I don't really notice any significant difference with them.
Yeah, that's kind of the disappointing thing about the roses.
They're more just paint jobs, if anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with like a different style of gun, but like the how it looks shouldn't be the only thing that's different. You know?
How the 2 guns work in this are vastly different than how they work in Devil May Cry.
Yeah, and it's actually funny that you mentioned Devil May Cry because, if I'm not mistaken, Platinum Games spun off from a bunch of Capcom developers. Did they not?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
So there's a lot of Devil May Cry energy going on into this.
Which is why people want to see a Bayonetta DMC crossover.
And I believe the last game that the team worked on before they moved on and made their own studio was Okami.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which finally is getting a sequel.
Yeah, and we went from Studio Clover to Studio Clovers.
Clover Studio to Clover Studios. Like you just added an S in there, like hit Mr. Kamiya.
I mean, I'm kind of curious though. Why couldn't they just use the name Clover Studio?
Well, probably because of like not copyright. Probably like from the rights trademark issues.
Yeah.
Right.
They didn't want. With the exception of THQ Nordic, which is not really the same thing as THQ as a whole.
Well, THQ Nordic was just Nordic Games purchasing THQ.
And they merged.
Yeah.
Or not even merged. They just bought like the name and like merged that with Nordic Studios and make that the studio.
Yeah, like when Infogrames purchased Atari and was like, look at us, we're Atari now. And I don't know why you would want to be Atari. But yeah, I guess they're doing alright nowadays. Yay. Hey, make no mistake, Night Dive is a pretty good studio.
Yeah, I will agree on that. They did some fantastic ports of like older games, especially the Tex Avery games, and System Shock 1 and 2.
Yeah, did 2 get a remake on the same level as System Shock 1?
I think so. I think it does. I think it did, actually.
I don't think so. I heard people talk about the System Shock 1 remake, not about... I didn't hear anything about a System Shock 2 remake. I know the System Shock 2 is on Steam, But that's
it's more
that's a port, not a remake.
Okay, it's more like the enhanced edition of System Shock 2.
Right.
That I'm talking about, not the one for I'm gonna have to look that up off camera, but yeah.
That being said, it looks like the System Shock remake is currently 60% off Steam. Unfortunately, I'm on a strict don't buy anything until you have a 5070, so I will not be purchasing it. Good night.